muted myself. So I'll say that all over again. Hi, my name is Ashley Pfeiffer. I am the maker behind Stamped AF. I have a cold, so I'm going to make it quick tonight. New catalog goes live on Tuesday, so I didn't want to miss tonight. Also, feel like I've been missing so many things lately. Just gas tank on almost E. So let me know if you can hear me. I hope now you can hear me. The first minute was just blah 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 blah. But I have this super cute little card. I have to tell you, peer pressure made me do it. This Sweet Songbirds bundle has the bird builder punch. Sorry, glare or reflection. I wasn't necessarily going to get this, but I've just been seeing so many cute things that I had to. Hi, Melanie. So card is designed. You're going to have 2 or 3 things to decide, but it's not going to go like crazy like last week did. How does casing the caddy go wrong? So you can request a catalog. I said that while I was on mute. My product shares, I have another share that is open. The first 2 are full. Yay! So if you want more information about that, you can go check on my group or my Facebook page. I want to say my website, but if not, I'll make sure that it's on there. Hi, Dawn. Oh, both on YouTube. Look at you. And if you see that little thing, I'm sorry about the barking. Dave's on a call. I'm on a live. So, of course, they're going to bark. If you can see that on the bottom, if you spend $60 before taxes with me before end of day Sunday, there's people walking by. You are going to get a combo pack of blends in your choice of colors. Sorry. So it can be any 2. This is Polish Pink. Whatever that combo pack is for you, it could be the new natural tones, because I don't even have all those yet. And then you're going to get the labels that I have created with them. Focus. Hi, Lisa. I almost wasn't live. I have a cold, although I know it doesn't sound like it. It's in my head, which sounds dumb, but seriously, I'm going to keep this quick because I don't want to be like sniffling in your ear. Okay, so we are using the cute little Sweet Songbirds. This is available on Tuesday, or in a starter kit if you want it before. So the first choice is, I made this using the Tulip DSP. What's it called? Yeah, I feel like it's just one thing after another. But I think this one's just actually a cold. Like Dave and I, Flowering Fields. Dave has had like 6 negative COVID tests. I've had 4. So I don't think it's COVID. I think it's just actually a cold. Because those still happen, right? But yeah. Okay, so Flowering Fields or Abstract Beauty. Which do we want? Sniffle away. One of my most recent YouTube videos, I swear every time I said something was, and I had to edit it out. Okay, so Flowering Fields or Abstract Beauty. Either way, I need to cut it down just a little bit. I have got a top folding card base that we are using sideways because this makes them far more sturdier. So there we go. Oh, and since I see it in the background, here is my Casing the Caddy that didn't go right last week. This was the finished product. Took, what, 4 tries to get this done? Like, seriously, how does that happen? How do you case the caddy and mess it up? So cute. 2 different stamp sets in there. Yes, the colds still come. Flowering Fields. It is Wednesday, right? Okay, you know what? We're going to keep it simple. And because Lisa's the only one that said anything, Lisa, you got it. So this will be 5 1/4, 4 by 5 1/4. I always like to give the smaller measurement first. So we can go ahead and adhere that because we are not changing it up at all. And going back to the cold, I am actually getting off pretty easy. Dave's turned into bronchitis and he sounds like he's been dying. He spent like all of last week on the couch. Thank God, because no earplugs in the world could have masked that snoring. Oh, and I mentioned to my team, one of my lovely team members, thank you, Dawn. One of my lovely team members is helping me out with my group. It's awesome. She posts every now and then to kind of engage. And she was asking what we were up to. I don't even remember what day it was, but I was making a prototype for a crafty storage thing, and I've gone through a few different prototypes. So I'm hoping that will be done soon, and I will share it with you. It will be something that will be global. Shipping won't be too bad because it should be relatively flat. So I'd love to hear your guesses on that. Okay, so the next choice you're going to have, I just happen to have this little bird left over because I made some bookmarks to go in my catalog. Why isn't anything focusing? So this is the parakeet party. Let's call him a parakeet. Right, the cloud designs and flowering fields are whimsical. Hello, Catherine. Okay, so I am going to do what I need to do on there, and you are going to decide, should we do, I can't do this parakeet party because it will just be a little bit too much green, I think, unless we change the green of the leaves. But should we do, let's keep it to sweet sorbet. Funny story, I made my bookmarks and I called it strawberry sorbet, so I had to redo them. Oopsie, so now I think I will never forget. It's sweet sorbet. Okay, so let me know, should we punch it or should we stamp it and then punch it? Because you can stamp and we could, oh, okay, so this is going to be a three-parter vote. I know, right? Let's put that on there. I'm going to have you all guessing. Okay, hey, where did it go? You're supposed to be on there, Melanie. I think because it's in, there we go. I love that it's got your picture there. So, are we just going to punch it like this one? Are we going to stamp it on basic white and punch it, or are we going to stamp it on sweet sorbet and punch it? So 3 options. I can't show you them because I haven't actually done them. The only way that I've used these birds is with the punch. So, while I let you ponder that, I am going to stamp my little background, and I have everything ready here. I actually went ahead and I stamped and cut out the nest because I didn't want to be standing here sniffling. I really hemmed and hawed about going live today because, I mean, I've been homesick the last 2 days. So I'm hoping that today I needed to sleep. Yesterday I needed to sleep. So I'm hoping that tomorrow I am well enough that I can work from home. Because, I mean, I can't go into the office with a runny nose, sneezing, coughing, which luckily has not happened yet. But believe me, it's there. If I do start coughing, I fear I won't stop. Okay, so that is that. We're going to do our leaves. Now, these leaves actually came together on one little stamp, but I decided I wanted to be able to use them separately, so I cut them apart. They can very easily come back together, like you can mount them on a clear block so that there's still that 5-leaf, but I liked it better this way. So I'm going to stamp full generation, like first generation stamping, and then we'll clean that off, and we'll do a little bit that is second generation, just so it kind of fills it in. And we can use that 2-leaf one as well. And you could use some different greens in here. Look, it kind of looks like a weird flower now. You could mix and match your greens. Warning, if you are doing second generation stamping, or you're stamping off, sorry, make sure that you re-ink it fully and then stamp it if you've gone anywhere near the edge, because if you don't, you're going to end up with part of it that's first generation and part that's second, and trust me, you don't want that. It doesn't look pretty. Now, I did notice when I put the nest on that it was kind of missing something. Now this time I can stamp right on there because I wasn't near an edge. Oh boy. Okay, thank you, Catherine. Thank you, Kim. So that is the background. I'm going to take a blending brush and some Pool Party and just add a little bit around the edges. And I meant to mention, these are the Stylish Shapes dies. And if you have missed the stitched shapes dies, you're gonna need these. Now, if you're not a business demonstrator, you probably still have your stitch shapes, but this one has banners. So, amazing. I can't stop using these. Okay, so that just gives us a little bit of background so that it's not all white. Okay, so we've got our nest. Now, did you decide, how are we doing our bird? I think what I'll do, I'm going to punch one for sure. Now, usually what I recommend is that you do like a template. So that is the way that just punched. So if we are using a stamp positioning tool, or if you want to stamp them and then punch them, you want to punch them in the same way. So if I stamp this bird body, I need it to be at the bottom of the paper so it comes in that way. So I licked my finger, but I mean, no one else is getting this, right? Just me. So we do have to use the big bird, not the little one. Okay, now I'm going to take that away because I'm just going to stamp it near the bottom. I have found, there's something on my stamp. I have found that these new in color pads are quite juicy. So I would recommend stamping them on a piece of grid paper, maybe giving them a good wipe before you use them. Those ones had some dots on there. Okay, and then I'll do one on the Sweet Sorbet. Let's skip just the punched one because you already see what that one looks like, right? Although every time I look, things are out of focus. Kim, it is one of the stamps. So it's this one. I just stamped it. I actually didn't show this part online. I just stamped it. Why is nothing in focus? Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna sneeze. Can't reach the Kleenex, so that was into my elbow. I just stamped it using crumb cake ink on crumb cake cardstock. I don't know why things are not focusing well. Okay, so I'm already thinking that the Sweet Sorbet on the Sweet Sorbet is going to be the way that we want to go. Let's grab our little wing. So we need the larger of the two because there are two wings. Ever find that no matter how many blocks you have, it's never enough? Okay, so we're going to, I'm just going to stamp this off to the side. I'm not going to try and have it where it's one punch. With the white I will, because I have my little template here. There we go. And then that other little one is, that looks like a raindrop or a teardrop, is the inside wing. Sounds funny, right? Inside wing. And then I'll stamp a little something for the beak. I'm just kind of punching these ones all over the place. I'm thinking now I should just use the white one. The large wing is the belly. Is that what that is? I've been using it as the wing. So then do you just use two of this size? Look at me, I know nothing. We're gonna blame the cold, right? That's the belly. Okay, but why do you need the belly? I guess it's if you're stamping in a different color. I don't understand. I'm not so bright when I'm not feeling well. Truth be told, I'm not so bright anytime, but the others, well, since you know that, Kim, hi Susan, since you know that, what would you use this for? What would you use that little wood grain one for? I'm thinking just like a bit of a sign. and then just cut it out. I'm guessing that's probably the little post, although I'd want it thicker. Let's use pumpkin pie for the beak. I was going to use mango melody, but let's keep it simple. You know what? I am going to go with the white one because I was able to punch or stamp everything within the punched area. So let's do that. Also, because the belly looks kind of funny. Okay, you ready? Oh. Duh. Oh. Hi, Roz. Multicolor bird. Oh. Should we make this a multicolor bird? There we go. I stamped that one for nothing. Did you see that? Oh my goodness. Can everyone just stay inside until I'm done? People walking by, walking dogs, walking kids. So it's always a bit of a game trying to get these aligned fully. I don't need to worry about the beak. Good enough. Okay, so that's supposed to be the belly. Who knew? But then you have to do another wing, right? Or the birds just have one wing. So I've been using this one as the one on that side, but what do I know? Oh, that looks cute. I did kind of wonder why they were such weird shapes. Oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. He's so cute. Okay, and last poll. Do we want the closed eyes like I did on this one? Or do we want just the round eyes? I don't know if you can see that because of course it's focusing behind me. Round or closed? Open or closed? And I'll clean up some of this mess I've got going on. Of course I put away the one color I need. I don't need crumb cake anymore. So now what I can do is, since I've already cut this, punched it, I can actually just put that in my stamp case. Actually, either one of these. I might wonder at some point why I have the Sweet Sorbet. I could use either one of these as a mask. I think for now I'll put both of them in there. Open to be different. Closed is very sweet. Okay, so we have 2 for closed, 1 for open. Which kind of reminds me, my son mentioned, he's such a movie buff, movie trivia, and he was talking about Eyes Wide Shut? Eyes, yeah. And how that's where Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman met. So, can't wait for my birds to arrive. I totally understand, Roz. I don't know why things are going in behind. There we go. I totally understand. See, here comes a cough. Just means I've been talking too long. Okay, so all we have left is the sentiment. I'm going to stick with what I had before just to keep it simple and one last vote. So we're going to do a little bird told me. And then on the inside of the card, we are going, because I've got my Sweet Sorbet open and everything kind of right here, I've got a little bird told me you've got something to celebrate. Look at all that red ink on there. Okay, we'll leave those. I will clean that after. Glue this little wing on. I started using one of these little bottles from Amazon. I don't know about you, but hi Sharon, long time no see. I found that so many of my bottles of Tombow were clogging, so I am trying this now. The only problem is it doesn't fit in the container that I usually use to hold my glue upside down, so it's at the ready. I'm going to cover up this little bit that didn't stamp so well. Okay, so I think we had 3 for closed. Mary, you'll need a belly if you punch with cardstock instead of stamp him. The wood I've seen hanging from the branch. Oh, so cute. See, my creativity is not where it usually is. I have been so busy prepping for the retreat that is on the Mother's Day weekend, May 13th to 15th. Unfortunately, registration is closed, but the packages are ready. I'm doing a couple little personal touches, and the ones that need to be mailed will be going in the mail as soon as I can drag my sick butt to the post office. No, as soon as I can convince my daughter to go to the post office. And then those of you that are picking them up, they'll be ready as of tomorrow, I'm hoping. I've been stuttering a lot lately. Okay, I don't want to put this on yet. Okay, it seemed like closed was the winner, so that is what I'm going to do. Yes, Roz, I did fill it with Tombow. I love the glue. I'm just finding I don't love the container. Too many of them were getting clogged up, and I kept having to like cut them, and I just had enough. I love Tombow glue. I love it, but I don't love that I am not getting it on properly. You know what I mean. Okay, I am popping up both the nest and the bird. You might notice that there's no dimensionals near the middle, which is where the bird will be touching. I know I could have probably used regular size dimensionals, but I'm not thinking straight. But I just did not have the heart to cancel on you guys tonight. I always find afterwards that I needed it. Sometimes it can be a lot of work to do it, but very rarely do I regret it. Maybe times where I haven't planned well enough, like seriously, how does one case the caddy wrong? How did it go so wrong? Okay, ready to roll. We will tie a little bow. Let me know which one you're liking. Do you like the stamped and punched, or do you like just the punched? Oh my goodness, focus. It doesn't look as bad in the screen as it does right here. So that's good. What was I just about to do? I don't remember. Okay, so with this little sign, I am going to stamp some of them full strength and some of them stamped off. But remember what I said, I recommend stamping off on grid paper or a scrap just to make sure that you haven't gone off the edge, and you're going to end up with part of it that is stamped off and part that isn't. Ask me how I know. Okay, so this is going right near the bottom of the bird. How cute is this little set? I just talk. I'd swear I lived alone and had no company. Our pre-order was awesome, and it's not too late if you want to sign up to get your discount and be your own best shopper or run it as a business. The choice is entirely yours. Never any pressure from me. It's not too late. The pre-order was amazing, still is amazing. There weren't as many things that I needed, but I had some restraint this time. Usually what happens is I'm like, oh, I want something new. And I end up ordering like everything on the pre-order. This time I was pretty darn good. I don't know if you can see, but that little section near the end, the bottom over there by those two little things, that's all I have that's new. Sorry, not that whole thing. This is all that I have that's new. Pretty good, huh? I'm kind of in the way, I know. And then all of that is staying current. And then from here down and that shelf and then a little bit at the end are retiring. So BOGO sale is going to be a big one. The bow, thank you. You like the stamped one, Kim. You like the punched one. Roz likes the punched one. Just have to scroll up. We are very forgiving if you have to cancel or if you're a wonky like me. Well, I'm wonky. I'm always wonky though, right? If you know, you know. Okay, so I am taking some of the new in color twine. And as I mentioned at the beginning, I am doing product shares. If you are in Canada, You can get, and even my team are taking advantage of this. Heck, I take advantage of my product shares because you can get, my team get their discount, and that was a little bit short. You can choose to get just the DSP, just the embellishments, or just the ribbon, or you can get all three. And for my team, that works out to be just $114. I really did not leave myself much room here. If you are a customer, it is $152, and shipping is additional for both those levels, both those options. So you can purchase one, two, or all three. The choice is always yours. Look how short that little bow is. String. We're going to cut them both short. There's a glue dot. So I think I've mentioned everything I need to mention. Product shares, last chance list. It's really getting to the last chance. I think that's it. Okay, so I'm just going to put this near the edge of the nest. And that's it. So I know that you've kind of voted already, but let me know in the comments below whether you're watching this live or you catch it later. Do you prefer the punched one from cardstock? Or do you prefer the stamped and then punched version? I don't know which one I like better. I think if I were going to stamp it again, I would use the Stamparatus so that I can stamp multiple times, because I got some weirdness going on there, but super cute, right? Plain, well, maybe not plain, simple. Didn't take a whole lot of time. It's mainly because I'm yapping. And we are like right on the button. So I'm going to try to keep them to half an hour going forward. Otherwise I just ramble. So I thank you for joining me. I'm going to go have something to eat and then probably go to sleep and sleep this cold off. So thank you so much for joining me. We'll see you soon. Bye.